friends. Welcome to Devo Time with Lucy. I'm Lucy. The only way to know who God is to spend time with Him and to read His Word, the Bible. That's why we are looking at stories in the Bible to learn about some of the names and titles of God. Today, we are going to learn about the God of Truth. We find this in Isaiah 65:16, which says, "Whoever asks for a blessing in the land will be blessed by the God of Truth." The God of Truth never lies, and we can be assured that what He says, He will do. As we read in Genesis chapters 2 and 3, we will see the bad choice that Adam and Eve made in listening to the lies instead of listening to God, and how that bad choice led to a sad day in the garden. Let's take a listen and see what happens.
A clear, clean river rippled through Eden, the beautiful garden where Adam and Eve lived with God. In the center of the garden stood two special trees, the tree of knowing good and evil, and the tree of life. Bub, bub, bubble, the river flowed through the garden, watering all the plants and trees. "You may eat from every tree in the garden, except the tree of knowing good and evil," God told Adam. "Do not eat from that tree, or you will die." Now God has an enemy who did not like Adam and Eve. One day, the enemy came to Eve disguised as a snake, a very sneaky snake. "Did God really tell you not to eat from any tree in the garden?" the snake asked. "No," Eve answered. "God said we can eat from any tree except the tree in the middle of the garden. If we eat from it, we will die." "You won't die," the snake lied. "You'll be like God. You'll know about good and evil, that's all." Eve listened to the snake and gazed at the fruit on the tree. "It looks so delicious," she said to herself. "It looks so pretty, and if it can make me as wise as God." Eve decided to believe what the snake told her instead of what God had said. She reached for a piece of the fruit and took a bite. She gave some to Adam, and he ate the fruit too. Adam and Eve chewed. They swallowed. Then they looked at each other and said, "We've made a big mistake. We should have believed God's words." They wanted to hide. Later in the day, when they heard God walking in the garden, they ran away from Him. But God knew where they were, and He knew what they had done. He called to them and asked, "Did you do what I told you not to do?" "Eve gave the fruit to me and I ate it," Adam said. "The snake lied to me about the fruit and I ate it," Eve said. Because Adam and Eve had disobeyed God, they could no longer live in the garden with Him forever. Someday they would die. God's words were true, because God cannot lie. "You have done what I told you not to do," God said, "and now you must leave this beautiful garden." God punished the sneaky snake too. "You will crawl on your belly from now on," God said. But God still loved Adam and Eve. He made new clothes for them before they left the garden. And He had a plan ready. One day He would send someone to make things right again.
Some games and toys use play money that doesn't look real. If you want to buy something at the store, you know you can't use a play dollar bill. You need real money. But some fake money does look real. Stores need to know if money is real or fake. So cashiers practice feeling real dollar bills. They learn about small, special markings on the real dollars. When they can recognize real money, they can spot fake money too, because it is different. One of God's names is God of Truth. In the Bible, God tells us what is real or true about Himself, about people, and about the world. When we know and believe God's words, which are true, then we can also recognize which words aren't true, because they're different. What God says is always true. The God of Truth never lies. In fact, He can't. His words prove always true. Sadly, Adam and Eve weren't the only ones who did not believe the God of Truth. People on earth disobeyed God more and more, but one man, Noah, was faithful to God. God saved Noah, his family, and every kind of animal from a big flood. Many years passed until one day, God spoke to another faithful man, Abraham, and made him a promise. Come back next week to learn more about that promise. and about God and His character. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you next week. Bye, friends!
Dear God, thank you that your words are always true. I want to always love you true. Amen.